What's up, YouTube? Thank you for watching. Today, me and Joseph are going to show y'all a little bit of the sneaker wall that I set up a while back. Like about 3 months ago, 2 months ago, the Container Store had a big sale on the drop front boxes, and I took advantage of the sale and I bought as many as I could afford. And I needed a lot more, to be honest. I don't know how many more I need, but I just did enough for this wall to more or less be full. And we'll probably show you a few pieces here today that catch our interest or catch attention or we're talking about.
As you can see, my boy has this great wall of China here. We're going to dive into that a little bit today. And also talk about some of our favorite shoes, some of our favorite pickups, and a few more surprises for you all.
Can't understand how I last so long. I must have superpowers. Rap 225,000 hours. Get a calculator, do the math. I made 1,000 songs and made you move your ass.
What's up, YouTube? How you listening, G?
And down South Player 713.
Coming back, man. It's been a while. Busy schedules, busy lives. Kicking it with our family. It was graduation season for me, my little brother, my younger cousin. So, yeah, that's what's been going on. But we finally back together, coming to y'all with another video, Thoughts for the Soul. Today, my brother here came up with a little suggestion on what our next video should be about.
Yeah, pretty much what we wanted to do was talk about some highlight shoes, different categories, and we really didn't want to just pull out one at a time. So we figured what's the best way to show them off, I guess. And we came out with this little, not so much a competition, but like just a little game, I guess. It's pretty much a game where we're gonna pull out a shoe, same category, and we're gonna have y'all hopefully give us some input and we'll see which way you're gonna go to.
Yeah, which one you like the most. Because if it was a competition, my boy here would crush me. Let's just be honest about it. Well, but
to be fair, I have the home field advantage. To be fair,
he do got home field advantage today, but still, even if it was on the away court, he would crush me. But so today we're gonna show y'all a little bit of the collection. Y'all tell us what y'all think in the comment section. Alright, so first up, we're starting with Adidas.
Everything else is going to be Nike, so might as well knock Adidas.
Yeah, might as well Nike Adidas. Even though it's different categories, different players, different personnel, we're going to start with Adidas because everything else is Nike. Alright, so what you got up?
I guess I'll start it off. And this is something y'all probably won't really be familiar with because this is before I think Kanye went to Adidas, so this is why I picked it. I didn't want to get too much hype stuff. But this is kind of a hype shoe, but it's a sleeper because nobody knows about it. This is a SL Loop, but as you can see, it's a collaboration with Wish, the Wish boutique.
Wish in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So not too many people knew about this. I knew about it through Trinidad James when he was doing that is his little sneaker YouTube thing.
Okay, yeah, because he's like a big sneakerhead.
The 1st and 5th of the month, I think he was calling.
That's what, yeah.
So that's where I saw these from originally. And pretty much what it is, it's an SL Loop, and the inspiration for this shoe is going to be the $2 bill. And $2 bills aren't really seen that often, so again, something else that's kind of sleeper. So pretty much the whole shoe is just a $2 bill. From the inside to the packaging was $2 bills. The insole is the actual signing of the Declaration of Independence, because if y'all are familiar with the back of a $2 bill, it's I think Thomas Jefferson or. Well,
I think so.
Yeah, I think on the front it's Thomas Jefferson. On the back, it's all the presidents or the. I forgot.
Damn. Oh, when they were signing. Oh, yeah. Like you said, they were signing. I did not even know anything about this collaboration at all.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. I mean, it's not something that was hyped at the time. Because Adidas, to me, they were putting out some dope stuff as far as like the ZX Fluxes. I don't know if you remember those ZX Fluxes.
Yeah, remember we was. I had you caught me a pair of the ZX for the Xenos.
Yeah. But back that up a little further, they had the multicolor, the prisms, and they had the waves, and they had like this lighting feel to it. But those those were just like sleepers. No one really messed with those except like the Prisms. Those were reselling for like $200 at one point. But yeah, this is my pick, the SO Loop 2 Wish collab. And the thing is done executed well, man. Everywhere from the, like you see the insole. I wish I had the box to show y'all the wrapping. The wrapping paper was similar to that. So it even came with extra laces. So that's why I went with Adidas for my pick.
All right, so my boy had the Wish collaboration with Adidas for his Adidas pick. In my rotation, my favorite Adidas sneaker would have to be the all white, the triple white Ultra Boost 1.0. Now, when I first was hearing rumblings about the Ultra Boost, I did not want to get into the hype. And then especially after I saw Kanye wear them, I was like, that's it. Everybody's gonna be wearing them. Everybody's gonna want them because he wore them. But I kept hearing reviews about the comfort of this shoe. So I kept reading reviews. I kept seeing people copping them, loving them, not wanting to wear anything else. So I was like, you know what? Finish Line had a restock one morning. I went ahead and copped them. When I opened the box, I fell in love with this shoe. The most comfortable sneaker ever. Now, I haven't tried Nike's React that's dropped this year. I don't know if you saw them. It's a Nike React. They got a Nike React Element and a Nike React something else, but they're supposed to be very comfy. I heard the Air Max 270 is comfy. Although Air Max shoes, Nike shoes kind of fit snug. Like I don't around my toes. But these have a little give in them. But this shoe right here has to be, out of all the Yeezys, out of the NMDs, this has to be my favorite Adidas sneaker that I have. And it's just a classic shoe, and it never gets old. You can wear them with anything, and it's just comfy. Me suffering many injuries in my leg, I buy shoes based on comfort for the most part. And this shoe right here, I go with this shoe every day, and nothing, like I don't feel anything. It's like walking on clouds. They're supposed to be retroing the Ultra Boost 1.0 later this year, and I plan to grab every pair. It was a gray pair I didn't grab when they first came out, and the Ultra Super Duper Limited cream color that's supposed to come back out. I remember I was on websites back then trying to cop those shoes, sold out instantly. That was one of my favorite pair of the Ultra Boosts that I could never cop. But when they come out this year with the retro line in the fall, I will be buying every pair of Ultra Boost 1.0. Believe me. So next up, we're going to talk about all-time Nike, my personal favorite from my collection. That's going to have to go to the OG Air Max 1. This shoe right here, it needs no introduction. It needs no description. It's just my favorite Nike of all time. My favorite Nike that I have in my collection. I was so hurt last year when they released for Air Max Day and Air Max month, and they were limited release, came with a book and everything, special box. I was like, man, I would not be able to own my favorite shoe that used to sit on shelves, used to go to outlets, because people weren't into Air Max 1s like that. Especially this colorway, the OG colorway, the original colorway. Everybody had them. I've seen people like in the past buy these shoes for less than $100. But I remember my auntie, she's a sneakerhead too. She might be on here one day, who knows. She bought this pair on eBay. It was the 2009 or 2011 release. She bought this pair on eBay for like $200. It has a different sole and everything, bottom and everything. Same shoe. She bought it for $200 because this is before we knew about retros and things like that. So we were just buying shoes out the ass. So I was like, nah. I was an undergrad in college. I was like, I can't afford that. I'ma just have to wait and see, and I'm glad I did. So when they dropped these last year for Air Max Day, Air Max month, I was like hurt. Cause I was like, man, I'm not gonna be able to get my favorite pair of Air Max 1s. I already had missed out on the elephant print Atmos, everything. So when they re-released them at the end of the year last year, I ended up just going ahead and buying my pair on Flight Club for like $150. So it's like, yeah, it's not, but still.
Flight Club, like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. Like Flight Club with those rate prices. So I ended up paying a little bit over retail just because I wanted to secure them. Come to find out, everybody had them. They didn't restock. They just did a restock today. They did a restock last week. So I'm thinking that Nike's gonna keep these shoes on the shelves, which they should. Like, you should be able to walk into the store and buy this particular shoe anytime you want to. But regardless if everybody have them, hey, I want everybody to have this shoe. This is my favorite Nike shoe of all time. I don't get too much into the shape and everything. When I was younger, I didn't even really know about Air Max 1s when I was a kid. So I see pictures of how the shape used to be and everything, and how people get complaining about the toe box being bulky. Based on what I see, the toe box looks to be in a pretty good shape now with the retros. Probably still not as great as they were when they originally came out, but I'm happy with them. Comfort, not the most comfortable Air Max, but definitely some comfort there. It can be a little firm, a little snug around the foot area, but I love this shoe. The color just pops. The gray, the white, the red. You can wear them with anything. I love this shoe. Like, I really love this shoe. So this is my favorite Nike. I want to say of all time, but most definitely in my collection, this is my favorite Nike.
All right, so Joseph went with the Air Max, which is a great staple for Nike. For me, I think I went with another great staple that's been around for a long time. It's been around for a pretty long time. And for me, this was probably one of the hardest categories because, this was probably the hardest category.
Hard as hell.
Because
there's so many Nike shoes.
It's just
never stops.
Yeah, so, and I don't collect that many. That's what really the problem for me was. Like, most of my Nike brand, Nike
Jordan player shoes.
Yeah, that's what I have. So I went digging and I tried to find something that I would like to show y'all. And this is kind of hyped. It is kind of old. It is kind of rare. But I think y'all would enjoy it and appreciate it. This is another collab with two people I know for sure. It's with Neil Armstrong or Lance Armstrong. Yeah, Lance Armstrong.
Yeah.
No, Neil.
I was like, that's the extra.
Yeah, no, it's Neil Armstrong, Lance Armstrong. But this is part of the Live Strong Foundation. The boxes was orange, or not orange. The boxes were yellow. This was part of I forget what they were doing with Lance, but he had a whole bunch of stuff that was the Live Strong Foundation. I think the proceeds went to charity. So it was a cool story to it. And that was one person that did a collab with, and this other person that helped make the shoe was Mr. Cartoon. He's the one that actually made the graffiti that's all along the shoe, as you can see. This kind of has, to me, it does have somewhat of a Cali feel to it. It has
I was thinking
feel.
that, especially with this.
The Dayton.
Dayton, especially with that right there, and this art, this woman right here.
Yeah, so it does have LA too, as you can see.
Oh, okay,
so,
So
this was kind of Hispanic feel, to be honest. It does have a Hispanic feel, like a Latin feel. So I know this is kind of gangster related, to be honest, with the webs and then kind of like the airbrush.
So I was gonna ask about that. What is that with the webs do? Like, what
I think it was just a random tattoo design. I think it was just tattoo designs, just randomness. I don't think there was any real reason for it. I think he just freestyled a shoe, and they had two versions of this shoe. It was this one, and there was a blue, or like a LA Dodgers one.
Okay.
Yeah, so that one was more popular. This one was
probably went under the radar a little bit, unless you just really into kicks. Yeah.
So for me, I think the yellow stands out a lot more. You will notice it a lot more compared to like the blue, navy blue Dodger color. And this one, I think back in the day they were hitting for about 500, brand new. And as time goes by, things they fade. I don't know what it is about it. This one is still brand new. I haven't worn it. I kind of want to go to LA, Cali.
Take some pics in
and wear it out there.
Yeah.
That's why it's still brand new. I'm waiting for the right time to wear it. And this is a nice shoe, man. A lot of details to it. Some details I'll show you real quick. It's the web on the toe box. Some pinstriping along the lower toe box. On both panels, different things. On one side you have like a skull, little background of LA city skyscrapers, and a rose, and then kind of like a skull with a cholo hat. On the other side you have like a Dayton, the little clown chick with the makeup of the clown, and something that stands out a lot is the embroidered LA on the side, and the back it is a little bit of nice suede.
It's a nicely constructed shoe. Like
So-
it's a lot of, and it's heavy.
Yeah, it's
So
it's
you
Air
know
Force,
you
it's
know
Air
you
Force.
know, but it's still like even
Yeah.
it's quality. Like this is
Yeah.
a quality.
Yeah.
Like this is made very well. But
Yeah, so-
hey, me personally, I wouldn't go this bold with my kicks, but listening to your story,
Yeah, it's,
this would be a nice collector's edition.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't wear it, but I
No.
would buy it to collect and just to stop, like just have on display.
to
Honestly,
be honest, it's kind of art. To be honest,
Yeah,
Mr. Cartoon is
yeah,
an artist. He was a
exactly.
graffiti artist. Take that back. He's a graffiti artist. I know that for sure. And I'm not sure. I think he's made other collabs with other companies, but that I know of, this is the only one he made with Nike. And I think it came out well.